Hello again, Charles42 here with another Hyperlight Drifter video. This time we'll be going over all of the secrets in the southern area, so you might be wondering why I am in the west. Well, kairoGC in the comments of the previous video made me aware of a Gearbit that I'd never seen before, so I thought I'd show you guys how to get it first. You teleport to the west area, and then just go north. Be taking the elevator down. Do you know you could sit on elevators? This does two things. One, your stamina recharges more quickly. Two, it looks cool. Gotta deal with these turrets. Spiders are like my least favorite enemy. Okay, good. So actually, I'm gonna show you a glitch. It's pretty interesting. If you bonk into a wall as you're frozen, your character's floating. I'm a little off the ground. It's kind of hard to tell. If you sit down while you're floating, you fall through the floor. So that's kind of neat. Oops. My timing was off. Let's try that again. If you watched the previous video, you know how bad I am at chain dashing. The interesting thing, though, is if you fall down and get frozen, the game gets a little confused. In particular, you can go under stuff. So you don't really have collision in this state. So that's cool. Anyway, you could figure out how to do that part normally. But once you get down to the second floor, this is where the Gearbit is. So, ow, rude. Since this is the southern area, you need to have completed all of the previous zones in order to get here. So I'm going to operate under the assumption that you have followed the previous 3 videos. And that means I get to use all of the upgrades as well as all of the guns. But this is the Gearbit that I missed. You just jump over here on this invisible pathway. You find spiders! Oh man. That was close. But this is where the Gearbit I missed was. And that puts us at 2. So now that we've got that, let's go back to town and head toward the south. But yeah, as I was saying, since this is the southern area and you have to complete the other areas first, that means we get to use all of the upgrades and guns that you collected from the previous area. Mainly, I'm just going to be using, I'll give you a quick rundown of what each is. There are 3 sword abilities. The first one is a charge slash. It's really effective on bosses, so we'll be using that one. Projectile deflection is the second sword ability. We'll be using that a lot against regular enemies. The third sword ability is the slash dash. It's where if you can't show it off in town. So let me go ahead and buy this upgrade and then we'll go over the abilities. The gun upgrades are simply capacity increases, so you get more shots in each clip. I got the upgrades for the shotgun and the rifle first, and now we're just going to do the pistol. So, starting this zone, I have 0 Gearbits, so it'll be easy to keep track of. But the third sword ability is where if you slash and then dash quickly, do a slash dash. Takes a lot of stamina, but it does 2 damage to all of the enemies in front of you, and will put you behind enemies, which is pretty useful. The dash abilities, the first one is multi-dash or chain dash, which you've seen that in previous videos. The second one is projectile absorption, which we'll go over once we get to one of the bosses. And then the dash slash, not to be confused with the slash dash, where if you dash and then slash, I followed up with the charge slash, but basically you do that little poke, which will knock enemies back. I don't know how much damage it does. Rarely use it. And then the gun upgrades are just capacity increases. We also got the 2 health upgrades, which just means you can carry more health kits, as well as the 2 grenade upgrades, or the special weapon. We'll only use those in a few places. The grenades are fun, but you don't really need them. I have such a long cooldown that I don't use them too often anyway. But you hit that switch there and we can go backwards to get the first gear bit from the south. Oh, so another cool thing is the dev actually came and talked to a bunch of the speedrunners. And so we got to ask him about like glitches and stuff, what they were going to patch, what they weren't going to patch, how they felt about it. And amongst all that, I was able to ask him how many gear bits there were in the game, and I do have confirmation that there are 176, of which I know of 175. So I am actually missing one gear bit. It's not that one. We'll be getting that in a sec. So if you happen to know where the last gear bit is after watching all of my videos, do let me know, because I'm going to keep searching until I find it. There's a switch hidden right there which will reveal these platforms. Yes, that's 2. I was also told that in the next patch they're going to be adding additional gear bits, 9, to bring the total to 185, which is, hey, it's dog. But 185 is slightly upsetting because 176 was a nice round multiple of 4, 185 isn't. So we'll come back to this room later. The symbol on the block, similar to the ones that we already passed, means that you have to beat the southern boss or activate the southern terminal in order to get past that barricade. And here's our drifter friend. Unfortunately, he's not doing so well. If you talk to him, like before, he'll tell you where some of the power modules are in this area. But then he also, because this is our 4th encounter, will give you a little bit of backstory. Unfortunately, the illness got the better of him. So you inherit his equipment, the pink set. This reduces the delay before stamina starts to recharge. So you can use more special attacks and multi-dashes. And then this guy lets you know about the bosses in the area. And I do mean bosses. So this is going to be a fun one. And that's our goal. I'll go ahead and activate this teleporter, which we'll use a few times. We'll come out of those stairs later. Hello, box. This area's got 2 teleporters. There's one, or teleporters, elevators. There's one there, and then one over here. And then this is where we're trying to get the terminal. But those blocks are stopping us. So basically the area is divided into multiple sections. There's the top left, the bottom right, and the top right. And you can kind of do them in any order. There are a couple module doors that will block you from going start to pass. But we're going to start out going, remember, set on elevators, to the bottom left. Health kit there if you need it. And this is where they introduce the new enemy. And if you have projectile deflection, he's actually quite fun to fight. If you don't, he's really annoying, and I'm sorry. Oh. And right off the bat, we've got a secret wall over here leading to our first monolith for the southern area. The sword slash does 2 damage though, so you gotta watch out for that. And if you hop over here, this is the 16 key door. We'll be coming back here later. You can also go over here and get a health kit. And if you look down there, there's a platform that I actually don't know how to get to. Although I did just have an idea. I don't think it would work though. Anyway. We're going to activate these and move forward. Switch to the shotgun, I think. Shotgun's also really effective against taking them out. In fact, the shotgun's like one of my favorite weapons, so I'm quite glad to be able to use it now. In the previous videos I was going through with minimal upgrades because you could do the areas in any order, so wanted to keep it kind of even in that respect. And here, this is a pretty fair secret. It's reasonably obvious that there's something hidden over here, although it is only a health kit. This area has lots of turrets, so better get used to seeing them. Turrets are based entirely around line of sight, though. Ooh, he almost got me. Health kit up there. So this is some sort of secret underground laboratory. And that's what they were working on here. And this is where we pick up the first key for this area. Again, projectile reflection is a lot of fun. Poor guy. And you actually get behind the blocks and end up over here. But as best I could tell, that was the only one that actually had anything behind it, so. The turrets can be pretty annoying. They break boxes for you, though. Whoops. I meant to have the shotgun out for that one. You can deflect the turret projectiles, but it's usually not effective to do so. Right. And off to a good start. We're actually at the first module. Let's go ahead and grab that. Wait a second. That ain't a module. So here's the first mini boss for the area, and it can be kind of overwhelming at first with all the projectiles that they throw at you. And depending on what upgrade you have, this fight can be difficult. But they're not the best shot, especially at a distance. This boss follows a pretty regular pattern. After each dash, he'll summon all of his drones back to him, and they'll fire bullets in a spread, and then they will fire targeted attacks at you. And then after they do that 3 times, he'll dash at you, and the cycle repeats. If you've got grenades, whenever he does the swarm attack like that, is a good time to throw it. So let's wait for him to do another dash, and then throw a grenade. And then that'll take those guys out. Wait for him to do a dash, and then if you've got your charge slash, watch this. When he summons them back, the charge slash will take out most of them. See, that time I got them all. He thinks his minions are out, so he's waiting until they do their thing before he does another attack. Oh, nice grenade. The minions all have 2 health, and you can destroy them, but they're a bit hard to keep track of outside of getting them with a charge slash. So that was a pretty cool moment. I should have called spoilers out ahead of time. Apologies there. But I like that boss. I will say this platform up ahead is pretty interesting if you haven't seen it before, so brace your eyes. Now we actually get module 1. Because he's watching you. There's an invisible pathway up here. For Gearbit number 2, which is the 8th gear bit. And this elevator will take you back to the surface. So we finished the bottom left section, and it puts us up here. Which actually, if you go over here, and go into the remains of this old gun, you see a lot of the people get scared off, but this guy tells you that basically they found the elevator and went down, started poking around. I wouldn't recommend drinking the purple stuff, but and then bad things happened. So that's basically it. We'll go over down there later. But we did bottom left. So now, yeah. We went left and down, now we're going to go left and up. Actually, let me scroll my notes. Cool. Actually, let me go ahead and show you this trick. There's a health kit here. Let me just like take damage. Okay. So I pick it up, which then heals me, and then I quit the title, and then I continue. So I used the health kit, but it comes back, even though my health is still fine. When you quit the game, it saves your health, ammo, grenades, and health kits, but it doesn't save the world state. So you can use that to replenish all of your health kits. Just don't tell the devs I told you. Projectile reflection plus the shotgun. So I kind of want to get over there, but you'll see later. So here's an introduction of a new guy. He shoots missiles, which have a tremendous amount of homing. You can also cut them in two, and you can shoot them and make them explode in their face. So the pistol works really well on him actually, because it's fast, long range, and pretty good size. If you've got like the heavy pistol, the hitbox is slightly larger, easier to hit the missiles, or you can just do the shotgun point blank. You gotta watch out though, because when the missile explodes, it can hit you too. And then we just go down there to pick up a gear bit. So here's another missile guy. And that robot will drop a gear bit. And we got a module for free. Nice. Let me grab that. Module number 2. And if you go over here, there's these platforms that you can just barely reach to find another gear bit. And see, this is the other side of kind of where I wanted to get to. So I think it would have been neat if it was like an alternate path, like a shortcut, but because those bars are in the way, you can't really get around. I kind of wish this game had more shortcuts. It's got a lot of secrets and stuff. Oh well, maybe that's just the speedrunner in me. And another invisible pathway here on the left to pick up our second monolith. So pretty good monolith count so far. We'll leave that health kit there. And here we'll need to go both ways. We'll start with the left. Make sure I get the shotgun equipped. Actually, these slime guys can't really get to you if you're across a gap. And you gotta watch out, there's a rocket guy right around the corner. Oh, you got me. Okay. Because you activate this and that makes some platforms appear. Actually, I'm going to show you another pretty cool trick. If you dash into a projectile, you can actually dash a second time over midair. Again, don't tell the devs I told you. It's our secret. But this is where you would normally come from, if you'd went north. But it also reveals a secret pathway over here. Ow. I'm good at dodging. And aiming. Alright. And you just work your way around here to hit this switch. Oh! Nice one. And we want that gear bit over there. We gotta hit that switch first. Oh no, I died! That's what I get for showing off. This area is rough because there's no saves in the middle of it. That Dirk was on his A game. I don't even have the right weapon equipped. Now I do. Oopsie. Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. Wait, did I miss or did he miss? These are the questions. Okay. Minor setback. Nice miss. Huh. Poor guy. Ah! You think I would have learned from last time? Whoops, I missed. Help, I can't aim. Okay. So first we're gonna go up here and make these appear again. Get this Gearbit. And we're going to shoot that thing. You don't need the railgun to shoot that. You can use whatever. But this is a switch that I think is a pretty common miss. But it's got one of the modules. It's 3? Number 3? Yep. Module number 3. And that's all for that. Alright, prepare yourself for a fight. Dang. Oh, these guys have incredible aim. That's a fun room. But yeah, no secrets here. There's a health kit though. And then in this room, there's actually a branching path. If you hit that switch, it'll make these blocks disappear and you won't be able to get to this area. Which has a hidden switch over there. Which will get you up to this area, so we can get another key. And if you hit that switch, it'll make these blocks disappear. And it doesn't matter because there's nothing on the other path, but just for completeness, I'll show you what this way is. And that's another platform that I don't know how to get to. It's like just barely out of your reach. But there doesn't seem to be anything on it, so if you know how to get over there, let me know. Because you'd end up there otherwise. Alright. And so when you get here, you trigger the autosave, indication that there's a boss coming up. So I'm going to use that health kit trick because I've been playing kind of sloppy. This is a tough area. Which I have gone through this place a few times, so like if you die a lot the first time you go through an area, don't feel bad. That is very normal. So here's the next boss. This guy's kind of cool. He's got these orbs that circle around him. He'll throw and then he'll do a charge. I almost forgot about the charge. You can deflect the projectiles back to him. He doesn't always have the best aim. And you can actually hit the projectiles while they're right next to him, but you gotta be careful because sometimes you can get caught in the explosion and then he'll follow it up. The easiest way to beat this boss is wait for him to do his attacks. He'll charge, and then you hit him with a shotgun and a charge slash. And then you just repeat that. Once you get him below half health, he'll go to this stage. And the main thing is keep your distance, because the 4 projectiles he throws are a lot faster, but it's the same strategy. Just wait for him to attack, and then wait for him to charge you, and then hit him with a shotgun blast and a charge slash. Or for extra swag, try and deflect some of the projectiles. It's not really that easy. Cool, so now we've got 4 Gearbites. 16 gearbits. I'm going to pick up a module here. And this is actually module number 4. So by now you know the drill. Brace your ears. Alright, not even going to try and talk over that. But we're fine, we're just going to walk it off. That's weird, I feel like I'm lagging. And then this guy's kind of cool. Looks like he's going to break out at any moment. And I believe one of the older trailers actually showed him punching out and attacking you. So that would have been cool. But now that we've cleared the top left, this elevator will take us up here. To the stairs that we were at earlier. And now those blocks are down, so we can get back here. You pick up a gear bit, and actually, is this the third one? Yeah, monolith number 3 for this area. So we only have one monolith left to find. That's pretty cool. Now, this should also be patched. Before you guys see this video, if you go down this elevator, it actually doesn't take you back to where you're supposed to go. This is a bug and it's going to be fixed. It actually takes you back to the eyeballs. Hi again. We're just keeping an eye on them. Which then if you take will put you back here to the south. But we've cleared both halves down and up of the left side. So now we're going to go to the right. And again, it branches, so we're going to start out by going bottom right, and then we'll do top right. I like to break things. Must leave no box unbroken. This area. Whoopsie. It's facing the wrong way. So if you got the railgun and you look down there, there's a switch. So go ahead and shoot that. Oh, what the? Oh, I'm out of ammo. Whoopsie. Let's see. I'm only missing 1 health. We'll leave that health kit for now. I got a robot to deal with. Uh-oh. The south can be pretty crazy, especially in some of these rooms. Let me lower that. Now let's go get this. Nice. Gearbit 20. And if you switch to the railgun, you can see there's a platform down there. I've seen a few people asking how to get onto that, so I'm going to give it my best effort here. But first, let's go ahead and trigger save in case anything bad happens. So the trick that I did in the previous area gonna bait the gun. And you can see that there probably isn't any collision on that thing. I'll give it another try. So, that's about as close as I've been able to get to it. Oh hey, I left you. Go get that health kit. So, I'm pretty sure that platform is just there for decoration. Ah, nice one. You try if you time your sword attack just right while you have projectile deflection, you can sometimes like one-shot stuff between all of the projectiles that you deflect against it. Strange. There's a hidden area down here. Ah, there they are. Wondering when they were going to come attack. And you pick up another Gearbit. Normally those green guys come try and get you. Alright, let's heal just in case this room goes poorly. Like I said, in case this room goes poorly. Alright. I got another wall secret over here. Key number 15, third for the area. So this room, I'm pretty sure, even though it looks like a good place to hide secrets, I think it was just designed this way for the sniper duel. See, is there another health kit? No, I don't think so. Oh, I guess there's one up ahead. So, here you trigger another autosave, and we've got health kit right here. So, do the same thing. If you need to, you can pick it up, quit the title, continue, and you get the benefits as well as, well, being able to pick it up again. So this boss can be kind of scary the first time you fight him. Obviously, you know, because it's death. But he's actually got a very simple pattern. He will move towards you, and when he gets in range, he will slash. It's important not to dash too early, otherwise you'll get hit. If you keep your distance, he will always do the Scyth throw, which you, again, don't want to dash too early, because he does a lot of tracking with it. If you dash too early, you can get hit. You actually don't even need to dash to dodge it. You can just sort of like walk in a big circle. He's got one more attack. I should show that off as well. If you stay close, he'll sort of vibrate, and that means he's going to do his melee swing. But, oopsie. Alright, I should probably heal. The strategy, if you have sword charge slash, is just after he does that, you build up a charge, you hit him, and then you dash out. And that's literally all it takes. So he's actually not bad once you know his pattern. He gave me a lot of trouble at first, kind of because he was so intimidating. Once he gets below half health, or I forget the threshold exactly, he'll flash red, and basically he just speeds up. his melee attack gets wider. But with a little practice and some charge slash, you can handle him without any trouble. And actually, with that right there, we now have enough gear bits to buy every upgrade in the game. So all of the ones that we pick up now are extra. Oh, and I forgot, but the previous total, because this is going to change in the next patch, but the previous total of gear bits that you needed to trigger the Shine Bright achievement was 155, which is 5 less than you need to buy every upgrade. So you essentially collected every gear bit, or the game said you did, before you bought all of the upgrades. So that was a little confusing, and I think that's something they're going to change. I think they're going to... Well, they're adding more gear bits, obviously, and I think they're going to make it to where when you get 160, the achievement triggers, so that way, you know, you bought all the upgrades, you can feel like you found all the gear bits, even though there's still others out there. Nice. I didn't bonk into anything. But now all that's left is the top right section of this area, and I haven't really been showing the map, but since it's divided so much, I think it'll be pretty easy to go through and find out where each thing is. Ow. Alright. Now. Ow. And then if you step down here, you can find an invisible pathway. Which this one's kind of... No, I'm thinking of a different one. Never mind. We're fine. And this actually is the 4th monolith. So at this point, you have found, if you've been following the guides, every single monolith in the game. And, well, if you go back to the one place you know where, you can claim a reward. But we'll save that for another time and another video. Remember, if you shoot their projectile, I think I'm thinking of the next room. And there's actually another invisible path over here, but this is the first invisible path I've seen that only leads to a health kit. Which, I mean, I guess that's fine. Health kits are valuable as well, but I found it very surprising. Made me think I was missing something. Oh, I can't destroy that. I'm out of ammo. Oh, there we are. Actually, if I had another shot, I could go ahead and hit that. I'll save it for later. So, if you're missing a module, pay attention, because this is probably the module you're missing. There's an invisible path to the side of that turret that you can't deactivate. And power module number 6. Break everything. There's a switch right there. You can kind of see it. I didn't notice it at first. I accidentally hit it and I was like, oh, neat. Reminder, don't stand next to explosives. Ow. So this is another one where you're constantly getting shot at by a turret, so it's kind of annoying. And actually this invisible path is so long they broke it up into 2. So once you get like halfway, you could activate the rest of it. And that is 28? Yeah. It's kind of annoying to go back because it doesn't light back up. I feel like it should, but it does not. We'll go to the right first. We'll have to come back here eventually. Projectile deflection. It actually takes stamina to do projectile deflection, so don't get carried away with it. So this area can be kind of crazy, especially if you don't have the thing that makes your dashes block projectiles. This is one of a few places where it makes you glad you have it. And you can kind of see there's something down there. We can't get to it yet. Not from this angle. And now we'll go up this way. Oh my. Oh my. The combo is real. It's pretty easy to take damage from a lot of stuff, especially with as many Dirks are around. They're usually there to finish you off. Power module number 7. Now time to go on a Gearbit collecting spree. So we're gonna backtrack. This is like one of the few points in the area that actually triggers an autosave. Let's break this. Oh, I timed that wrong. We're gonna hit that switch, which we'll call this platform. And we can write it down to this area. Yeah, so that's neat. Yeah. You get another Gearbit, and now we can go up this way. But we're not done. I think these lights are used as indications sometimes. You can also see like the very bottom of it, but there's a thing over here. Boom. We can get another Gearbit. Switch to the shotgun because I guess I didn't really use the shotgun, did I? But a bunch of enemies spawn when you jump over there. You can actually hear the noise of enemies spawning in if you're listening closely. I fell off. Beating those enemies will unlock this door. Why'd you shoot yourself? Quit hitting yourself. There we go. So that's all the Gearbits in that room. And then this one, they tried to hide it behind all the breakables, but there's another invisible path up here which leads you to a health kit and a gear bit. So we've got 32. 32. Pretty good. You can see something's going on in this room. Alright, you're ready for a fight. I'm going to use the shotgun. So this room is full of these guys. You might remember them from previous areas, particularly I think from the north. But they actually have a really nice amount of health. I'll grab that. I'll dash over here, dash over here. It's a little shortcut. But actually, if you hit them with a shotgun blast, and then 2 sword swings. Oopsie. That's enough to take them out, which is nice because it takes 2 sword swings in order to get your shotgun ammo back, so they're an ammo neutral enemy. And then there's a box down here once you get all of the stuff taken care of. Yeah. And we're at the boss of the area. So we've taken out the 3 mini bosses. It's time for the grand finale. And it also triggers a save there, so if you leave either of these health kits, you can go back here and do the health kit farming strategy. But this boss isn't so bad once you know their pattern. And in fact, they're actually kind of a bad shot. And then this is their only tricky move. They like to shoot mines. But the triple volley, the first 2 actually don't ever hit you. And that's basically their pattern for the entire match. When they get low health, it speeds up a little, but that's it. So after these 2, you're going to come. And if you get a charge slash, you can hit them with a charge slash, a shotgun, and then a few sword swings. Stand still, dodge, dodge, dodge. Get them. And if you get surrounded by mines, you can throw the grenade out, and it'll clear most of them. You can also dash over top of them, and that'll take them out. So just dash. Ooh. It's weird. I swear it works. That's right. No? Oh, I'm dashing too early. You step on it and then you dash. You can also trigger chain explosions. Like that. Well, we got him. Remember, you throw a grenade, you can clear out all of those. Boom. And that's it. So the archer boss is actually a lot of fun. You can projectile deflect the arrows back at them, but it's a little hard to do so. So my recommendation is just wait for them to move in and fire the landmines, and then hit them with a charge slash. And if you step on a mine, you can dash off of it and detonate it. The mines will actually damage the enemy, but it's very difficult to get them to actually step on it because they're pretty quick. And here, I'm actually going to farm up some health kits, since we used so many on that boss, because there is still a couple more challenges up ahead. Hey, it's fine. I'm walking off. But as you might be able to tell from the sound and think from the previous areas, that is the still beating heart of a Titan. So someone or something is keeping one around. But this puts us in the area, and if you look at the symbol on the top, we're now able to bypass those blocks that were stopping us earlier. And that's actually it, really, for the main game. You've activated all of the terminals, and you have more than enough modules that you can go fight the final boss at this point. But there's still some secrets, so let's go pick those up first. Let's see. First one is up here, back where our friend the other drifter was. We can enter the "this is probably a bad idea" room, because this is probably a bad idea. It's actually kind of fun though. And here we get another gear bit and the final key. So we now have all 16 keys, so you can go unlock any door that you want, wherever. Speaking of, let's go unlock that 16 key door. And I'm just going to teleport down here because it's slightly faster. Bonk. Remember, you can sit on elevators. I find that a lot funnier than I should. Hey, robot. Bye, robot. We're just gonna zip on past these guys. And behind the 16 key door is a gear bit. Wasn't that an amazing reward? Aren't you so glad you've collected? Actually, there's something else over here. And this is the fuchsia equipment set. So we got the pink one earlier, and now we have the fuchsia one. And that one's actually kind of cool. Now, I haven't tested any of these effects, but based on what other people have done, I've read the post, and the fuchsia set will give you additional ammo off of your melee attacks. So if you like using guns, which I do, the fuchsia set can be pretty cool. And the best part to keep in mind is that you don't need to wear the complete set. You can mix and match. So you can have like the fuchsia sword, the pink cape, and then the white sprite, as they're called, to get effects from multiple outfits. Alright, but if you go to the far bottom left down here, we got another secret. So it's another one of the chain dash puzzles, and if you remember from the previous video, I'm not exactly the best at these. Fortunately, this one's a ton easier than the last one, so that's nice. But the first couple times I fell down because you don't know where the turns are. Once you learn where the turns are, this one's not so bad. So you should be able to get it in a few attempts. And don't accidentally jump on those. Fall off. Mine. So that's 8 modules, right? Well, each area typically has an 8 module door, so where's this one's? Ow. Here we are. So you open the door, and now we can go up the far right side. And pick up the 39th gear bit for this area. So I am in fact missing 1 gear bit somewhere in the game, and I don't know where it is. So if you do, let me know, because 6 of those gear bytes are going to be used for gun capacity upgrades, and then the other 4 are excess. Well, 3 3/4 are excess. So let's see where this elevator takes us. Wait a second. We're going up. Yes, this is, I believe, the Sky Factory, and probably the one place where you're going to be really glad that you have the dash absorbs projectiles. Because that place is a bit of a mess. Fortunately, you can turn them all off. And actually, at this point, I'm going to recommend that you teleport back, because there is an arena in front of us with an enemy that you have not seen yet. Unless you've already played this part. And there is no save. So we're going to, now that we've deactivated the turrets, go back and save. Ow. So now if anything goes wrong, we don't have to go through that again. So everything is open and taken care of. Ow. I try and dash in burst of 3. If you dash twice, nothing can happen. If you dash 3 times, you can crash into something. If you dash 4 times or more, you slide. Nice. Great start. You can actually sit down to... I don't think you could stand on that. Cancel the slide animation. So that's neat. Alright, so here we are. And we got a few dirks to warm up on. And introduce you to the area. Basically, all of these are going to disappear when you stand on them. The good news is that it takes enemies with it. And here's the new guy. And no, I'm not going to let you see what he does. Just kidding, that's what he does. Oh gosh. And he fell down. Let's just go ahead and heal. It ain't over yet. Oh my gosh. Easy. I think we won. But yeah, that was the Sky Factory Arena. Pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool. And your reward, well, we've already got all of the keys, all of the modules, all of the monoliths. There's only one thing we're missing. The final gun. So this is what it looks like. But no, I'm not going to show you what it actually does. I'll leave that for you to try out for yourself. You know, can't spoil everything. You got to have something to look forward to. Now let's go back into town. So at this point, we've collected all 32 modules, all 16 monoliths, all 16 keys, most of the outfits. So let's go look at those actually. So here's where you can change your different wardrobes if you weren't aware. And we've got 8 now. You start with 1 and then we picked up another 7. 2 from each area except for the north, which had 1. And remember, you can mix and match. Like I'm using the blue cape, the golden sword, and the white sprite. Check it out. We are missing 3 outfits. Not 4 outfits, 3 outfits. The 12th outfit is actually New Game Plus only, and you can't change it. So don't worry that this never gets filled up. The 3 outfits we're missing are, well, we'll go over all of the final secrets, all of the in-game stuff in the next video. I think that sounds pretty fair. This one is just about the south stuff. But before we call it, I do want to show you that we have collected enough for all the upgrades. If you look at my inventory here, you can see I've got all of the health, grenade, sword, dash, and most of the gun upgrades. So let's go by the rest of the gun upgrades. And these are only capacity increases. We got the pistol, the heavy pistol, the beta shotgun, because it was a shotgun in the early build, the shotgun, the railgun, and the laser. But you might have saw what I did there. It's a fun weapon. It's got a bit of a kick to it. But yeah, that's almost everything. So we have almost done everything. We'll go over what we're missing and what you can do now that you've collected everything in one final video. Now I do want to say that there are 176 gear bits in the current patch, but most likely the next patch is currently in beta right now, will be out before you see this video. I'm missing one gear bit right now in the current patch, and then the next patch is going to add 9 gear bits for a total of 185. I don't know how many gear bits you're going to need in order to trigger the Shine Bright achievement at that point, but we'll find out and we'll go over all of the changes when it happens. Once the patch comes out, I'm going to do a 100% playthrough on, we'll live stream it on Twitch. If you're interested in seeing that, check the description for a link to my Twitch channel. You can catch that live. That'll be a lot of fun. And once the patch is out, I'll find out what all the changes are, I'll find where the new gear bits are, and then I will post one final secret video that goes over the new gear bit locations as well as all of the other stuff, like where to get the 3 outfits that we don't have. And I think that about wraps it up. I'll put a link to all the different equipment effects in the description, and I think that's pretty much everything. Oh, there's also something I didn't show. Someone took a screenshot where you got the final gun, you dash upwards, you can see a platform that you can't get to, and it looks like there's a monolith on it, but we've already got all 16 monoliths. Anyway, it was really interesting, and I don't know how to get there, and I don't know of anyone that does. I'll post a link to the picture in the description as well, and I think that's everything. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you found a couple secrets. I enjoyed the south area. It's a ton of fun, a lot of great boss fights. And I will catch you next video for the final secrets update. Take care and happy drifting.